Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. DA, some pretty sound advice. Thanks, DA. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Morris.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. Here's Beverley. Pass to George. Leonard against Porter. Porter with the steal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And he knocks down the first one. Far toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. And here is Zubac. 4 on the shot clock. Morris with the bucket.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
To the inside. And there's Porter on the assist by Murray.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
17-foot shot on the way. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Back to Beverley. The pass to Leonard. From deep three-point range, that one doesn't drop. And the Nuggets going the other way. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And again, no good by the Clippers. Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Beverley against Murray. Millsap. It's hauled in by George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Leonard, no luck.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Porter against George. Here's Craig, right now averaging about 5 points a game. Over Beverly. Craig can't get it to go. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against Golden State. And George hits to Beverly. Pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Over Murray. And it's Leonard missing.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Passes it to Murray. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Jokic. Shot from the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 5. Millsap against Beverly. They could use a bucket. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Millsap. Craig passes to Millsap. Here's Craig. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Nobody near George. Sinks the triple.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional. Catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Chance to see the numbers for Jokic. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb, averaging about 18 points per, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Lets the 3 fly. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
This is why you got to close out hard on Jokic. I mean, give him any room and he'll bury it.
And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I'll tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Over Porter. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
And the pass to Craig. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
First one drops.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
Good on both. Clippers trail by 7. Outside, George. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick and roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick and roll situations.
Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And Morris throws it down.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Now here's Murray. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And that one's good by Porter.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Pass to George. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Beverly looking around. The dish to George. Zubac trying to break loose.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
But still early. I mean, they've just got to trust their offense and work to get stops.
Clippers trail by 8. Outside Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Mark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball, excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about that three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. That's terrific. Leonard hits them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Murray against Beverly. Murray kicks to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Beverly. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
And one thing about Beverly, he's not just nasty on defense. He's great at getting the defense to rough him up on the other end, too.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Take a break.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And, you know, Beverly is easily one of the most tenacious defenders in the league, an absolute pest of epic proportion. Love his energy.
Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. Puts the fade away right on the money.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Morris passes to Porter. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now.
And let's go back to their place in terms of the assists. Cracking into the top 5 for me is an illustration of the cohesiveness with which they play offensively. No doubt this team's on the same page.
First one falls for Green. He's checked in for the Clippers. And he makes both free throws.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. Denver grabs the miss. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Morris. Back to Porter, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Throw good, Porter. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA. And then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him, and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. Number 5, the Nuggets.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second.
You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 12.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Outside, George. Pass to Green. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets.
Morris kicks to Craig. Morris against Beverly. Inside, Murray uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Leonard, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, and for mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Morris passes to Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on George.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The Nuggets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer and defender.
And so Murray nails both of them.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
Leonard with the ball. Deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Denver leading by 11. So on the floor for Denver, Grant is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Morris in at the point guard. Grant dishes to Murray. Green with the rebound.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on. Oh! And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home, Kevin. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Morris with the ball. Williams picks him up. Here's Grant. Green with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
The Nuggets shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Porter against George. Porter passes to Morris. Now Porter. 5 to shoot. Right through the D for the layup. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Williams outside. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 5 rebounds tonight. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good work defensively by Morris.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
And there's the pass to Williams. Porter against Leonard. And here's Green outside. Denver grabs the miss. Murray's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Pass to George. Back to Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here is Green. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Over Porter. Denver grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
George against Murray. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother him.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. And Denver also making a switch. Dozier's checked in. That's good from George. Clark, who are a few under-the-radar guys who really get it done scoring the ball at that forward position?
Well, I tell you what, a couple of names that come to mind. Bogan Bogdanovic,
yes,
outstanding scorer. Gallinari, and then John Collins, and the young fellow down in Atlanta. Those 3 guys are all a little bit undervalued as scorers.
Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
At the elbow, Williams. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Dozier. He's covered by Shamet. And Plumlee kicks to Morris. Here's the floater. And the layup is good. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Shamet. He had 10 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
And the first one at the line is good. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you can control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
Morris kicks to Dozier. Here's Jokic. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Clippers trail by 10. Outside Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Williams.
Well, he's an outstanding free throw percentage shooter. I mean, for his career, one of the best is Williams.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Bowles checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfectly lined so far here in the second quarter.
The Nuggets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. 2 shots. Free throw good from Morris. He's perfect from the line this time. Here is Williams. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Teardrop shot, and it's Green missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Passes to Jokic. Out to Morris. Uncovered. It's good. Morris has got 8 points in the quarter.
And you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
Here's George. That one doesn't go. Good defense by Jokic.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now, here is George. He's covered closely. Here's Morris. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Down low. Out to Morris. Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Back to Morris. On the clock. No good on the triple. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 14-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Grant down low. Morris is there. Here's Dozier, defended by George. Bull, that's good.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Clippers trail by 14. George with the ball. 10 points for him. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that matchup with the Clippers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Morris. And George, here we go. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length and he knows how to use it, and he gets exactly where he wants to.
Morris inside, covered by Morris. Grant, that's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Clippers trail by 16. Shamet finds Williams. There's the 3. But they get it back. And it's Green missing.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
The Clippers shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Williams, it's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
To the paint. Leads away. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They've got to tighten it up.
Here's Williams. Morris with the block.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Grant outside. Now the pass to Dozier. Shoots over Shamet. Offensive rebound. Clippers trail by 18. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Here now the Clippers. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Grant. Green against Morris. And there's Green on the assist by Williams. Green's got his second basket of the game. Pass to Jokic. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of basketball. And another miss by Denver. LA's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Williams dishes to George. Over Bull. And Bull pulls it down.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Bounce pass from Williams. Here's George. It's blocked. Williams against Morris. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you gotta like how they're working the ball inside this quarter. They were struggling to do that earlier. Now they're showing the focus to take the ball inside.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Jermichael Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for George. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jackson in for Lou Williams. Free throw good for Morris. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Daniels. And it's Leonard missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Daniels passes to Millsap. Now Morris. He's got 15. And Millsap snaps it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And so it's Denver sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. After two quarters, it's Denver out in front. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provide. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. There it is.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in at the two-guard spot. That's the five to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Craig kicks to Porter. Clock at 6. Passes it to Jokic. Count it. Jokic has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nuggets.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And here's Beverly. Outside, George. All sorts of time. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out left to the wing. Murray against Beverly. Right wing. Here's Craig. Off target with his 3. The Clippers really having a tough go here. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Leonard. Good defense by Jokic.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
And it's Murray penetrating. And he banks in the layup. Murray's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Searching for that first bucket here in the 3rd. On the wing, Morris. Millsap covering. 6 on the shot clock. Beverly the pass to Morris. Over Millsap. Morris, no good.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
You'd have to go far and wide to find any fan that doesn't enjoy watching Nikola Jokic play. This big fella is so smooth. He's got guard skills in a big man's body, and his game is so efficient. I love watching him work.
Pass to Morris. To the wing on the left. Outside, George. To stop the drought. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. To the middle. And finished off by Porter.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And with Jokic, passing and playmaking, Clark, are his trademarks.
Well, I tell you what, the Joker is some kind of special as a big guy. His passing and touch and field and shot making, he really impressed me with all of that. He does everything you want from a center on the offensive end of the court and does it in his own unique, special way. He's a delight to watch.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Running down the street, so I don't get that. Trying not to stress, so I won't
At the numbers for Patrick Beverly, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contribution.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And they get one. Now, 1 of 5 here in the 3rd.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. They get it back. Millsap. No good.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
George passes to Morris. Nice D from Porter.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Leonard from 13 feet. It goes down. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Murray surveying the D. Porter kicks to Murray. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Beverly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Outside Leonard. The 3. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 15.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
And Morris comes over to help. Here's Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up. Millsap misses. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Another one falls for the Clippers.
You know, when Beverly plays with that kind of energy, it's infectious. Sprinting the floor like that, an example of that energy.
At the top of the key, Millsap. Outside, Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. And the shot goes down. 14 points for him.
Just befuddling body control from George. I mean, taking the hit like a man and still getting all the way to the basket.
Millsap left side. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Exactly. I mean, it had to happen here in the third. Now they've got the run going, and I think they've got to keep it going now.
And that one's good. Jokic.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Murray against Beverly. The pass to George. From deep. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
But we'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 17 points for Jokic.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Outside, George, a 3-ball. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Down low, and Jokic throws it down.
Boy, it's a joy to see Jokic get the hot hand. A very efficient, multi-talented scorer, knows how to dial it up a notch when he needs to.
And the Clippers call time here. One of the stories here, Nikola Jokic getting it done today.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
checked in for Morris. And Denver with a change here, too. Daniels is checked in. Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Daniels. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Denver the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Leonard kicks to George. Los Angeles with another miss.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Murray finds Porter. Daniels inside the line. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The Clippers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. George passes to Leonard to stop the run. Nice D from Porter.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Back to Daniels. 6 to shoot. To the wing right side. Here's Craig. A three-pointer off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Daniels kicks to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Pass to Daniels for the 3. They get it back. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Leonard gets it to go.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Daniels. He dishes it to Murray. Back to Daniels. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. LA's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. He's pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Paul George.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. Back to Jackson. That shot off. Murray with the defensive effort. Here's Porter. The shot off that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. That one falls.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Jokic draws the double. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Jokic has got 21 in the game. Shamet kicks to Zubats. Back to Shamet. Inside, here's Leonard. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Outside Jackson from deep three-point range. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Denver on top, just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Plumlee. He's out there with Jokic. And it's Craig in at the 3 slot. Leonard against Plumlee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Nuggets.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
And he makes the first. But the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
Good on the shot.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Jackson looking it over. Over Murray. Jackson misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Leonard against Plumlee. He kicks it to Murray. There's the pass to Jokic. And it goes down 2 points. Jokic has got 18 points just in the second half.
Jokic doing a nice job getting right to the spot and capitalizing, taking advantage of the high percentage shots.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Pass to Daniels. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Jokic against Zubats. Murray for three. It's hauled in by Beverly. Clippers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Shamet. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Murray finds Jokic. Here's Daniels. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Craig. Now here's Plumlee. He's covered by Shamet. Plumlee, no luck. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Leonard. He trains the quick shot. Leonard's got 27 points.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Jokic kicks to Daniels. From the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Now, here's Shamet. Dishes it to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Over Plumlee. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. The pass to Jokic. Floats one, and it's good on the layup. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
To the inside, and Jokic throws it down.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Fans always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it.
Clippers. Joakim Noah's checked in for Zubac. Patterson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Outside Williams. Pass to Patterson. Kicks it to Jackson. And it's blocked. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Daniels is running. Out to the right wing. Here's Dozier. Passes it to Jokic. Over Jackson. Again, the Nuggets score.
On a roll now. He is on fire.
Give him the ball, get out of the way, and let him play.
Pass to Patterson. The dish now to Jackson. To the paint. It's stolen. Here is Daniels. He's guarded by Williams. That one goes. Count it. Plumlee's got his first points of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Williams. The teardrop falls in.
Can score in so many ways, Kevin. Sweet Lou, the floater. That's like a walk-in-the-park shot for him.
Dozier passes to Daniels. Bull with it. Here's Jokic, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the Clippers get called for the foul. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds.
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
The first one falls.
You know, guys, it's really obvious that Jokic wants to keep getting better. I mean, he's got a lot of tools, and I think the sky's the limit.
And Jokic drops them both. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9 to the left wing. To the middle. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Bol, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 40% in the fourth. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. The pass to Bol. Back to Daniels. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. The NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. To adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Bol, the pass to Jokic. He doesn't hit that one. Great defense that time from Noah. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Good on the bucket. Magruder's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Now Daniels. Pass to Jokic. Fires from 18. No good on the shot, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Williams, that's a 2-pointer, and the shot is long. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Dozier. Good tee by Williams. And Los Angeles guys shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Magruder passes to Williams. Man, he's guarded by Plumlee. Here's Man. Nails the baby hook.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Passes to Bol. This one for 3. The rebound by Patterson. And here is Williams. Picked him clean. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Daniels kicks to Jokic. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. The Clippers shooting 40% in the fourth. Left side Williams. And Bol pulls it down. Bol's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Dozier. Jokic with it. Plumlee trying to break loose. And Jokic throws it down.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Magruder passes to Noah. Back to Magruder. Down low. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the first one drops. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic.
Wow.
Because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
The Clippers shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Nice shot from the wing. Magruder's got 4 this quarter.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Jokic against Noah. Jokic draws the double. Here's Dozier. The Nuggets with another miss. Dozier's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. On the wing, Williams. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Good defense by Jokic.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
There's the steal.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Well, the undrafted Rodney Magruder, Greg, has earned his way into the NBA.
It was 25 by the time of Magruder's rookie season. Has spent some time overseas and in the G League, but he's improved his game and has kind of carved out a spot here in the league.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. .102 left in the game. Here's Dozier. Here's Bates Diop. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
That'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Daniels with it. He kicks it to Vonleh. The pass to Bates Diop. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Jackson. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.